Hey guys, welcome to Boca Raton, Florida. And in the background you can see the house we're staying in. And over here, here's a view of our neighborhood. And look what our wheels are these days. We have a U-Haul. And we're going to tell you more about why we're driving a U-Haul in just a few minutes. Right now we're going to take you to the beach and hopefully find a parking space so we can do a nice walk on the beach and tell you more about what's going on in our life. Sorry we haven't been around for 2 weeks. We've just been super busy, and it'll all tie back to this U-Haul we're driving now. So we'll talk to you in a few minutes.
Welcome to Together Somewhere. We are Gar and Ann from the USA, and we have decided to travel the world and share our videos with all of you.
So far we've covered parts of the US and all around Thailand. And now we're back in the US waiting to travel again internationally as soon as the time is right. So while we're waiting, we'll be showing you more about our home state of Florida, and we have lots of great places and beaches to show you. We hope you'll subscribe to our channel in order to share our journey with us, and also so we can continue to grow.
We all look forward to traveling together somewhere with you.
So we're on our way to the beach, and we'll give you just some sights of what Boca Raton, Florida looks like. We live in a really nice neighborhood with nice neighbors, and you can see down there there's a lot of canals. I guess you can't see they're building a house there, but a lot of these houses are on canals, and many people around here have boats. Not us. But
So we've been using U-Haul for a couple of weeks now.
yeah, we sold our car, and the economy here is so crazy. I mean, do you remember the old adage, I'm not sure how you say it, the old saying that when you buy a car and you drive it off the lot, it loses, I don't know, a quarter of its value? Because that's how it's always been, right? But the economy in the US is so strange now for many reasons I won't get into. That I bought a car a year and a half ago, brand new, drove it off the lot for, I think I bought it for $26,000 US, and I just sold it after driving it for a year and a half for $32,000. You believe it? I actually got paid for driving a car for a year and a half. That's how crazy things are in the US right now. And what do you think about inflation? All the prices have gone way up here, haven't they?
Yep.
You go to the store here, wow. Everything's, I don't know, I would say up at least 30% in prices. So the U.S. is really undergoing a lot of inflation right now, especially you really get hit when you go to the gas pump or the grocery store. And here's a guy jogging with his dog. And they're building another house here. Florida has seen a lot of people moving down here from New York and New Jersey because the taxes are so high up there, and Florida doesn't have a state tax like Texas. So we're coming up to the Intercoastal Waterway, which goes up and down the east coast of Florida. And we're going to see whether we can get a parking space near the ocean, because after we go over this Intercoastal Waterway, you can see it down there. Lots of boats today. Once we get over this, we're on the ocean side. And as you can see, it's hard to find a parking space, especially this time of day. All right, we got a space. We're about 100 yards from the beach right now.
Here, this is the beach that we normally take Lucky here every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah, Lucky's our dog, and we usually come. It's usually open for dogs on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And
what's it?
oh yeah, look, there's actually some waves today.
Wow.
I don't know how much you know about South Florida, but South Florida doesn't usually have waves like this. So today's a nice day. The seasons are changing. It's gotten a lot cooler lately, and we've had a cold front coming in to spark up some waves. Sorry. Let's go down here. So we're walking out to the beach. Beautiful waves today. So, as I was saying, the weather's cooled off. It's not so hot these days. And the beautiful winter weather, which brings all the tourists down here, has begun. I don't know if I ever told you this about myself, but I grew up in Ohio and got used to cold winters. But when I was about 12, my parents bought a place down here. And I loved it so much that I actually left Ohio and came down here to go to boarding school. So I went to high school in Florida. I even went to college in Florida, in the Orlando area. So I've spent a lot of my life in Florida. I love it. I consider it my home in the U.S. And so whenever we're not traveling, we come back here. And you probably noticed we've done a lot of travel videos down here too. So, but something's changing in our life now. Something's changing. About 6 months ago, we came back from Thailand, and we weren't sure whether we were going to go back to Thailand or whether we were just going to stay here. But we have decided over the last few months that we miss Thailand so much, and we thought that things are improving in Thailand so much now, that we decided to go back. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back, and we're both psyched about it, aren't we? Yeah?
You're excited.
I guess my wife's not excited. She's Thai, but she doesn't want to go back. I hope she's kidding, right? Anyways.
So I miss my daughter and my dog.
Okay, so tell us about your daughter and your dog.
So she's gonna stay here and work here.
That's our daughter, Nikki. And she's 23.
Yes.
Okay.
And Lucky gonna stay with her.
And Lucky's our dog, so Lucky's gonna stay.
This is gonna be my first time that have the world, different side of the world with my daughter.
Right.
Which is hard for me.
Yeah, it's been a big break. It's been a tough break for us because we've given up our house. We've moved all our belongings that we're not taking to Thailand into a storage unit. We sold our cars, I told you before. And so we're making the break. We're going to move to Thailand and start traveling from there and just lead the life as the lives of digital nomads starting next week. So today is Saturday. We are leaving Wednesday morning for Thailand. And we're really excited about it. Anne's pretending like she's not, but she is, because she's going to get to see her family in Thailand, right?
Yes. I miss my parents and my family.
Right. And our daughter hopefully will come over and visit us on vacations. Because she loves Thailand too, of course. She's Thai. And my son, who's up in Virginia, might come to visit us too.
Yes.
So that's what's going on, and we're really excited about going. And we've had to do so much get rid of our house, get our daughter situated.
Shout out to Nikki and Don.
Yes.
Maybe you can surprise us, come to meet us in Christmas.
Yes, if Nikki and Don come meet us over Christmas, we'd be really happy in Bangkok. So, as you probably know, I'm sure you've heard so many videos, people telling you what you need. So I'm going to be boring just like them for just a minute and go over the documents you need and the documents we've had to prepare. I'll also tell you that Wednesday when we leave, we are going to share all those documents with you. We'll actually show you the documents. Right now we're walking on the beach, looking at...
You want to sit there and talk about documents?
Yeah, we can sit down over here. We're going to sit on a log on the beach and kind of check out the ocean while we're talking to you. So, as usual, I would say for the last 18 months, it's been very tough to get to Thailand. We've already quarantined once. When we went last February and stayed for 3 months, we had to do the 15-day quarantine, which was, I would say, uncomfortable, right? It was tough. 15 days in a room together, which was nice, but at the same time, it was less like we're just claustrophobic out of our minds.
Yeah, but this day, if you have a vaccine, you just one night quarantine and then you're free to go if you have negative test.
Right. Yeah, there's basically 3 programs now. There's one, if you're vaccinated, you can go to an AQ or SHA hotel. SHA hotel is a hotel that's for people, I'm sorry, an SHA hotel is a hotel that's been totally updated for COVID. So the whole staff is COVID certified. I'm not really sure what that means, but it's like kind of like an upgrade. And those hotels are usually a little more expensive. And then there's just the AQ hotels. They don't call them ASQ hotels, they're AQ. And I think AQ stands for alternative quarantine. So before when we went, we had to stay for 15 nights. And so this time, you know, if you're vaccinated, it's 1 night. If you're not vaccinated, it's 10 nights. So these are the documents you're gonna need. Obviously, you need a passport. It's got to be validated for, it's got to be valid for 6 months in the future from when you go there. For those of you who are vaccinated, you need a vaccination card. And if you're not vaccinated, you're going to have to stay for 10 nights. So you don't need a vaccination card. But in both cases, you have to have a PCR test 72 hours before you get on the plane, within 72 hours. Obviously, you need an airplane ticket. And you need a hotel confirmation, either AQ or SHA hotel. You need a visa if you're staying for over 30 days, which I am. And you also need travel insurance. Now, I'm not sure if you need travel insurance if you're just staying for a few weeks, but I think you do. I think everybody needs travel insurance. Thais don't though, right?
No.
Thais don't need travel insurance. And as I said before, you need a COVID test within 72 hours of getting on the plane. And then I think when you get off the plane, you get your next COVID test. And for those of you who are vaccinated, you get out of your AQ or SHA hotel the next day. And for those who aren't vaccinated, you have 10 nights to stay. So that's the situation. Again, we are leaving in just a couple days, and we are just so busy. That's why you haven't seen us for a while. We have been just, you know, just what?
I get some accident.
And you got some what?
Accident.
Oh yeah, and tell us about your accident, because while we were moving boxes.
So I get some nerve point or something.
Yeah, I mean, I went out to walk the dog and I came back and Anne's like sitting there like frozen. I said, what's wrong? The day before we'd been moving lots of boxes. So Anne was just frozen. I mean, she couldn't move. And so what did it feel like? What feeling were you having?
It's pain in my back, and then I cannot move my right hand side. I can't not turn. I can move my arm, my neck, like I can't even move my neck.
Yeah, it was
painful.
It was scary. I mean, she was like on this yoga mat, like she was trying to stretch it out, but she couldn't move, and she was just like frozen, you know. And so I took her to the hospital, and they said, well, you know, we can run $1 million worth of tests, or we can just give you what we think is the problem and give her some pills, and in a couple days she should recover. So we opted for the second thing, but they think it's either a pinched nerve or maybe some minor arthritis in her back.
But I don't think so.
But when we go, anyways, we go to Thailand, you know, for like 10 cents on the dollar for what we'd spend here, we'll take her into some testing, and we'll definitely let you know what's going on.
No, I don't want to do that.
We'll let you know the diagnosis. Yeah, I mean, I think it's always interesting to compare hospitals and dentists in Thailand versus those in the West, because they're always a lot cheaper. And I find that the services are just as good. So it's always something worth making a video from. So anyway, so she's doing well now, right? No pains, no aches and pains. She's
better now.
Back in the game. And so again, we're leaving in a couple days, and the day we leave, we're gonna have a video of us on the plane, and I'm gonna go through the documents. I'm gonna show you all the documents I had to compile, and you know, hope to see you guys in Thailand soon, you Thailand lovers. And for people who follow us from the US or here in Florida, whatever, please keep on watching our videos. They're gonna be fun. We are gonna be virtual, or what do they call us? Digital nomads for the next God knows how long. We don't have to come back to anything now. All we have is a storage locker, right?
Yep.
So keep watching. Please subscribe. Please give us a thumbs up, and please make comments below. If you're going to Thailand, let us know when you're going to Thailand. If you've been to Thailand and have comments, or just want to tell us where you think we should go, please give us comments below.
So we will see you together somewhere again soon.
Bye for now.
Some people have written books, some have a great look that covers some magazines for kids who are 17. But I don't know what to do, staring into the blue sky and just waiting for a sign.